I think he's incredibly sympathetic. I think it's why the audience goes along for the ride, because we get it. Mm-hmm. Don't just me.
No, I'm not like that at all.
It was genuine. Whew.
So thank you guys for being here. And Dylan, I wanted to start with you. You played twins in this movie, and I just wanted to ask about the challenge of playing two roles and how you distinguished between the two characters while you were filming, both visually and in terms of the role.
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, we've been talking about the script a lot, because I think for all of us, that's where everything starts, but in particular, when you start with such a strong text, you can draw a lot of color and inspiration just from there, and it just makes your job a lot easier. So in terms of the twins that, yes, I have to play, they were already so colored in and distinct from the page, and I just felt like such a different connectivity to each of them, and that came really naturally. And then, yeah, once the process gets going and the collaboration kicks into full gear, you know, with the costume and the hair, makeup, and all those decisions, and then sort of the things that James and I discuss in terms of, like, you know, walk, posture, voice, you know. I don't know, just I think for me it's very physical. That helps me as a way in, I guess. And so everything to me is just like, how would this one live versus the other, I guess.
James, you are pulling off triple duty here, directing, writing, and acting in the movie. And I was curious, do you ever hesitate to cast yourself as maybe an unsympathetic character, or is it a fun challenge to play?
What do you mean I'm sympathetic?
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a fear, especially being someone that people won't be familiar with, that people will hate me. But I just wanted to make the movie, so. But yeah, I mean, it's just trying to thread that line and trying to bring empathy to the role, and hoping that people can relate and recognize and even see the worst parts of themselves in the character.
I think he's incredibly sympathetic. I think it's why the audience goes along for the ride, because we get it. Mm-hmm. Don't just me.
No, I'm not like that at all.
It was genuine. Whew. Ashley.
Lauren, what was your approach to playing a grieving mother in this movie?
God.
Right back to you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just, again, had a really strong response to the script. I had this meeting with James where he kind of asked the same question you just asked, which is like, you know, are you open to playing someone who's like dealing in this kind of not at all times appealing way? And it's a very small part, but I was really excited to be asked to do something that has a very different tone than what I normally get. And I just loved the movie so much that I just wanted to be a part of it. And then, I mean, it's one of those things you can't imagine, and you can't, I have not lived a grief to that degree, but I just found it where I could, I guess, and then loved working with Dylan, and I don't know, it was a lovely challenge.
Aisling, your character is so positive and upbeat, and I was just curious, what was your approach in playing that? Is that how you are in real life, or how'd you get into character there?
I had to dig deep. No, I'm joking. I actually think I am relatively positive and chirpy, and I don't know what vibe I give off, because usually I get cast as absolutely depressed or abused or psychotic. So it was really nice that someone would give me a chance to smile in a movie and to be positive. Yeah, I was very excited, and I think a lot of that excitement came out in Marcy naturally. And obviously, going from the script, I mean, she was so clearly there on the page that I just kind of found myself relying on James to make sure that she was still a real person. And yeah, I had a great time working with these guys. It was really a blast.
So why are people so fascinated with twins? And James, in your research process, was there anything just interesting that you came across or you found?
I mean, I think for my generation growing up with the Olsen twins, so much in the zeitgeist and the Parent Trap and Sister Sister, it sort of permeates through like your subconscious of this idea of not even a doppelganger, but like another half. I think that's what really attracts me to the idea of twins. It's kind of like a soulmate. I think that's what I love about the rom-com genre in general. It's like this one person who completely gets you and understands you, and I think. In an increasingly isolated and lonely digital landscape, we're all kind of searching for that. And so, I don't know, maybe that. Also, there are statistically more and more twins being had, partially due to like IVF and all that. So, there's just, I think, so much more awareness of twins.
And the Olsen twins have influence in the movie. And what is the business missing by not having them in Hollywood as much anymore?
I mean, I think they're phenomenal that they are able to live the life that they want. So I have the utmost respect for them.
Yeah. Business tycoons.
Yeah.
Clothes are fantastic.
Yeah.
And what was it like to direct yourself in a sex scene?
Yeah, the monitor.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a challenge, or was it just another day on set?
She wants
Yeah,
to
I mean,
expand.
it's a.
She's not gonna let you go. She's not letting it go.
It's a spoiler, so I don't really want to like get into it too much. But I mean, it's just part of the story, and I think it's necessary. It's uncomfortable. There's the director side of my brain, and then there's the actor side of the brain. The director's like, this is what needs to be done. The actor's like, fuck you. I don't know. Sorry if you can. But that's just kind of the war I'm always battling in my head.
Was there an intimacy coordinator or anything like that just to help ease, given that you had to pull off double duty here, being the director and also being in the
Yeah, we
film?
had an intimacy coordinator.
Was that helpful in terms of navigating these kinds of scenes?
I think Dylan and I had such a comfortable rapport with each other, but it never hurts to have another set of eyes.
Yeah, it's always
Financially.
helpful because it makes the main topic, no matter what, it forces the main topic in the room to be like, how are we going to approach this? And comforts, boundaries, let's get it all out to start. And then he was really great because he really gauged our relationship, and that's kind of what he followed, I remember. And yeah, it was really smooth sailing.
What was it like watching the movie with an audience last night at the premiere?
Wonderful, so wonderful. Yeah.
You could feel the goodwill in the room too. I think that's common with Sundance audiences. Everyone here loves independent cinema and they're just eager to find something new and exciting, and they were really on board for all the feels. You heard sniffles, some tears, laughter. It was great.
Yeah, it's such a tonal tightrope. Like walked out, finally seeing it through other people's eyes, I guess, subjectively for their first time, was really relieving, really like exciting. And yeah, I mean, I sort of saw it through a new lens, after seeing so many cuts and being through that process for so long, being so close to it for so long, especially James, I can't imagine what it was like through your eyes. And yeah, just to get that response, it was just so grateful for the moment,
You also mentioned at the premiere last night that you have seen all of the Maze Runner movies in theaters, and this film is for sale. And I was just curious if you have a dream home for it in terms of a buyer. Do you want it to play in theaters? Wherever people see it?
Yeah, let's see the deal. No, I would love to. I would love for it to be in theaters. I think last night was a testament to being able to feel the infectious energy, and I think that really shapes your experience watching a movie. So my hope is that wherever we land, they give us a real theatrical push.
Dylan, you've done all kinds of genres and sizes of films, and I was curious just what goes into picking a role for you?
I guess it's kind of intangible. It's just sort of a really personal connectivity that I kind of need to feel to like the piece as a whole, the tone, the voice, the character. It is hard to describe. Again, I think what I've learned about myself is I do approach sort of very physically, maybe not as cerebrally at first. You know, it's a lot of gut, it's a lot of instinct, it's a lot of like, I know this person's in me somewhere and I feel that, you know. And then in terms of the, you know, hands that you're going into, that's sort of the next step and approach, and ideally it's a filmmaker you want to really like support and that you really believe in, and yeah, all those things for me. And for this too, really, in terms of the humanity and the themes and how it's sort of with the twins as kind of a device and the twists and the ride that you go on to tell that story. I thought it was really, really gorgeously done, and I really got the humor, I feel like. And that's important for sure. You want to be speaking the same language, you know, as your filmmaker, I guess. And I was really struck by, I think I'm in general maybe really struck by things that I kind of almost biologically will never experience on this earth. And I never kind of thought about this type of loss before. And I found myself become really, really attached to it and the character that I play. I don't know if I'll ever miss anyone more that I've played. And so yeah, it just that's sort of the I answered it, right? Okay.
That's good.
And then for each of you, I wanted to know, is there either a day on set that was your favorite scene to film, the most meaningful to you, just a day on set that maybe stands out?
So many.
I believe I had 2 whole days on set. My favorite one was both of them. No, it was a fun. It's such a one warm group, and so it was easy because that's its own challenge to like zip in and zip out, and we gelled quickly. But I'm sure you guys have better answers than that.
Do you have one?
I love the Halloween scene. That was fun.
Oh, it was so much fun.
That was a
Yeah.
good party scene. Yeah, that was very, very good fun.
There was a lot. I mean, it just was the most delightful time overall. Just so many, even just the days that were really hard, you know.
We kind of also felt like every day there was something important on that day.
Yeah.
How many days was it?
I don't know.
Yeah. It was
We
not
had some like
many.
half days,
32?
so yeah. 32? I wish.
Oh, yeah.
31.
28.
We didn't even reach 30? God.
Sorry, you probably aren't interested.
God, you killed it.
I love the last day because then it's over, but also I mean the stress. But also we filmed at the hockey stadium in Seattle. We did a little road
Oh,
trip,
right,
and I mean,
right.
that was just a phenomenal experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Beautiful,
wild
too.
to be able
Yeah,
to
we were missing
actually-
everybody already at that point, though. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, the last question I have is from the
She's like, "That's
sponsor.
unusual."
And so we've seen the expansion of storytelling through new and diverse mediums over recent years. With formats and distribution channels ever evolving, what do you see for the future of audio storytelling?
I'm recording an audiobook next week. And people, it's not, I like to look at the words and read them that way, but people love podcasts and audiobooks, and so I think we're in the future. I don't know what else it could, you're carrying it with you everywhere, it's in the car. Those AI robots better not take this away, take this work
Yeah.
away, because I think it is, people respond to the person they're listening to as much as they do the content. It's the voice of the human, so I don't think it's going anywhere.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.